Photographs are worth 1,000 words. At times, we fail to notice what photographs try to convey. We miss out the intricacies often. Today, we bring you the photographs that are difficult to explain to humans, for the intricacies that the photographs contain might be too much to take. The details that we often miss might open gates to mysteries that people might not have an answer to. This video shall make us realize the importance of details that a photograph upholds in front of our eyes. Eyes, however, accurate and efficient, might fail to grasp the tiny detail that hides behind the lens. These 7 photographs might as well bring a chill down your spine, or not. Let's find out. On the 7th number, we have a photograph clicked by Mrs. Mabel Shinnery of her husband. Surprisingly, on that very photograph appeared her mother, who died before the photo had been taken. This seems eerie, but skeptics believe otherwise. According to the critics, the photograph could have been an accidental double exposure, which was possible by the camera that woman used to capture her husband. On the other hand, if the last picture on the film roll had an image of a grave, the theory of accidental double exposure does not seem to fit the explanation that the photograph asks for. Having the image of a dead woman in a picture right after she had been cremated irked a very emotional, scarring response that might have caused trouble to the family. It has been established that the picture was original to its core after being examined by an expert without any possible distortion. It wasn't even easy to distort pictures then as they are today. Therefore, the mystery remains unsolved to date. On the 6th position, we have a photograph that dates back to the First World War. An aeroplane mechanic seems to be in a photograph when he shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be in the photograph, for he had died before the photograph had been clicked. This little detail might go unnoticed at the very first glance, but if you watch it closely, you shall get the hang of it. In the photograph spoken about, there appears that an image, fainter than the rest of the photograph, contains the image of a smiling Freddie Jackson, who had been a part of the same squadron. Goddard, the one who was present in the photograph as well, mentioned that he had died on the very same spot earlier that day and that everyone in the photograph looked serious while he had a smiling face. According to official records, Fred had died in a hospital and not where the photograph was clicked, which Goddard insisted on. It might as well be that Fred was declared dead in the hospital, but he had died earlier, but it shall be difficult enough to prove anything as of now. The facts and figures and remembrance of the incident have become clouded enough to not prove anything. Spotting a pterodactyl in the 19th century isn't something we would have imagined. During the American Civil War, a group of Union men were seen standing on the beak of a pterodactyl that they've allegedly killed. At first thought, the wings of the bird appeared to be canoes, but a canoe expert has completely debunked that. And another expert went on to mention that the photograph couldn't be distorted, for it wasn't possible at that point in time. Later on, it was found that a part of the picture was eerily similar to an animated show that had been aired on Walking with Dinosaurs. This made experts to disbelieve the accuracy of the photograph. On the other hand, the expert believes that pterodactyls might exist even to this date. The photograph might not be true, but the expert believes, based on the eyewitness testimonies that he received during the investigation of the photograph, that pterodactyls might not be extinct. On the 4th place, we have a photograph clicked by Denise Russell in the year 1997. The picture consists of his grandmother at an elderly home where she had been staying. According to the family members, they missed an intriguing detail. They figured that his grandfather had been present in the same picture as well. That doesn't look weird, does it? No. What is weird is that the grandfather had died on the same day about 12 years ago. The family found out about the missing death after the death of the grandmother 3.5 years later. This timeline cannot be the result of a coincidence. The death of the grandfather on the same day the photo had clicked, finding out the detail 3 years later does not seem very convincing to a normal human being. On the other hand, when someone else had been asked for their opinion on the image, they spotted a faint picture of another face in another part of the picture, which had been overlooked earlier as well. In 3rd position, we have a photograph that might remind people of the extraterrestrial beings. There has been no proof about the existence of UFOs, but it doesn't mean that there aren't any. When Stefan had gone to explore the Falcon Lake, he spotted 2 aircrafts. One had come down, the other one didn't. Stefan had drawn a UFO to explain his sights. He also mentioned that when he tried to touch the aircraft, some strange panel scattered gas that led his shirt getting burned in and his shin looking like a panel with grits had burned the body. He ripped off his shirt that got burned to prevent from potential threats. Stefan had said that he should have kept his side to himself, but he couldn't. His sanity had been questioned for a long time and his little boy had been bullied as well. A group of friends had visited the Grand Canyon, a natural wonder that surpasses all forms of beauty. A trip deserves a good picture. One of the friends went on to click a picture at the end of the ravine. When the picture had been developed, a man wearing a black hoodie had been spotted among the bushes. According to the group of friends, they had sworn to have not spotted the man during the time the picture had been clicked. The man could be a ghost or could be someone undercover spying on them. The latter seems to be more horrifying. There's no way someone else could be present there who slipped under the noses of the group of friends. Or was there? Let us know in the comments below what you think this eerie moment could have been. When you find your selfie to be photobombed, you wouldn't want the image to have a glance of a Victorian woman sneering at you. Two young girls said that when they had gone to the bar, it was empty and they managed to click a selfie. On returning, the picture had been uploaded on Snapchat, to which one of them had pointed out a strange woman behind in their picture. Skeptics have said that they have edited the image, which is entirely possible, but they said that they had no reason to do so. They might have wanted to gain attention. You never know. Some things are better left unexplained. Maybe some of these pictures tend to follow the same. It is not entirely possible for people to verify every photograph that exists, and therefore, there might be some exceptions that exist. We are sure to keep you updated. Moreover, don't you think your photo gallery needs a check from you as well?